All right, welcome back, guys. I still have a cough, as you can see. Um, I was actually not well in the last weeks of December. Um, I had sinusitis, infection in sinus, and then also cough and it was all along. Now that the sinusitis has gone away, I still have the cough. It's an allergic thing, so medication going on, all kinds of medicines throughout the last 3 weeks. So body is pretty broke inside. But anyway, seems to be the last phrase. So, okay. So, before I start, I think I have to give you a recap because yesterday I was playing this level. This mission is still the mission with thievery of trees. So I played quite an hour, more than an hour, and I realized I have not turned on the recording. So I think I need to kind of give you a recap, guys. Okay. So, so after scanning a little bit, we went to the Scotland Yard. We found Mr. Danny, who was the director of the Botanical Museum, his body. We examined it. He was an alcoholic. He also had some kind of a toxin, poison, tree poison inside, which damaged one of his lungs. So basically, Sherlock deduced that this is a murder. Um, then we went back to Kew Gardens because we now have three people, witnesses or suspects. One is the Hamish guy who claims himself to be a deputy director. Yes, this guy. He's very hyper. He claims himself to be the deputy director, which we later understand that there was no such position, and the ex-director would not have happened. It would happen. Um, Hamish is probably the most qualified amongst all three because he is really passionate about the trees, but he also has been pretty pissed with the dead director because ex-late Mr. What was his name? Late Mr. What's his name, man? Done. It was at Montag done. Um, like to steal all the credit for himself. He was kind of a public person and wanted like to be in the newspaper and only himself and not others. So we found later while scanning the whole thing that he was um, on the side. I think borrowing some of the plans from the museum and going somewhere else for exhibitions and winning stuff. So that's him. He doesn't like the sun also. The sun is not at all in this slide, and he's not trying to claim the director role because hereditary. Um, Coming to the sun, Albert Dunn seems pretty shaken up, pretty genuine. But yeah, he doesn't have any idea what he's doing here. He's into navy ships and all that. And he has also found in his letter that he had applied on something pretty prestigious, and his father kind of came inside and screwed him up. So those people had to reject his application. So their relationship was not good because his father wanted him to be here and kind of also publicly mean to him. There goes the Albadan, and the third person is the lady. Yeah, and the third person is the Miss White, Miss Margaret White. Very interesting character. She studies with Albert in the same college. She's into this, into botany. She has some particular botany skills. She experiments in a lab. Um, Hamish likes her too. Apparently, Albert also does. She comes from a poor upbringing. She had cut down contact with her family for some time. And then after when she went into this university and she wanted to continue, she reached back and the family did not like it. One more reason for the family not liking it is that she was more with Albert Dunn's father, the later Dunn. Um, they did not like that. Dunn was an influential person and also little bit of corrupt kind of a person. Um, and he financially helped Margaret White and kind of have a lot of debt created for Margaret White now. I don't know if Miss White already knows it. If she knows, then it could be a motive. Um, yeah. So Miss White seems to be a bit oblivious of his. Oh, we have to talk about his late director Dan's interest into ladies also. Um, Apparently, Miss White was not. At least she didn't acknowledge that he was trying to flirt with her or whatever. Okay, for the money thing, even Albert had offered that he can also offer financial help. So I don't know where this is going. So now basically we have 100 cent and we have come back to take Toby with us. So Toby will go and help us out. Sorry, we missed all of this yesterday. Just kind of a 1 hour reference session or something. I feel really bad. But hopefully this
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens.
hopefully this will help you guys kind of, orient yourself. But one thing to do here is this. This cannot be a it's such a newspaper thing. Divine Syndicate placed a company in the Kew Gardens. I mentioned an old case that has been 889, okay? Ah. Mm, So this is a very secret kind of organization, Divine Syndicate. This is apparently tries to save trees, and then so they are also in turmoil with the late director. So there is an angle for them also.
Here it is. And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Okay, so we have now this place to go also, but we will first go to Kew Gardens because I think we still have to find the tree. We have to find who killed it, and Toby is going to help us out, and then we can go to Divine Syndicate. All right, let's go.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance. Search, Toby. Search.
Yay, okay. So, yeah, this is the substance. He's finding it. He's finding it. He's finding it. Okay, go. Go. Toby. You're the best nose, but not the best legs, I guess. Kind of reminds me of this particular mechanism in Murdered Soul Suspect, something like that, right? We played Soul Suspect, and that also when the ghost used to possess the cat, it's like kind of like this. Oh,
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found.
okay, that's a bottle.
This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
Okay, one more funny thing is that the deduction that we found, there was no issues with his heart, but he was poisoned, and it is a murder. has not been told to the cops and neither the suspects. So they still have no idea. So it is easier for us to get the truth out of them at this point. Okay, let's see. Hmm. And unless we have to go back. Okay. Hmm. We can confront these guys with this. Okay. Where? Father and I. Okay. Okay, so we have to confront all these people now with these things, and then we'll go back to our lab, and then we'll go to Divine Syndicate. All right, let's see. Let's start with Hamish. Hamish, my man. Oh, sorry. First rabbit.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father, so it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently. Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Mind map, new clues. So far, I've not got amazing clues. Actually, I don't know. Something else that does not matching with anything. Can I do this? Nope. See? Something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Nothing is. Okay. You'll see, everything is cut off. Okay. Go back. Next is let's go find Albert. Should be right here. Just a different kind of a glitch. Albert. Cough up, my man.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
You're crying.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Some more mind map clues? Okay. What is it this time? Alba's ambition. Alba's emulation. Did I not do that before? He has a motive. Everybody has a motive. Okay. Let's go to Miss White then. Miss White, I think I can find her in the seed house nursery. Okay. See how well versed I have become with this area. Okay, lady, I think you're hiding a lot of things.
Poor Mr. Montague Dunn. It is so awful. Poor Mr.
What? Oh, she nothing to speak now. The other two didn't also speak anything. Huh. So I'm done here. Interesting. Fine, then let's go back to our lab. And then go head to Divine Syndicate. Toby's task is done. Okay, good. Divine Syndicate to go. Okay, lab.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis. This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid.
Okay. Pipette. Sample. Test tube. Now what?
A colorless, water-based liquid.
Okay.
Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes?
No.
What are you doing?
Holmes.
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Okay.
Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you.
Okay.
I need to take a pipette and make several drops of the reagent.
You and your pipette man.
Red sediment, just as I suspected.
Mm-hmm.
This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
Okay. So we have only one thing left. This we might get in the Cube Gardens. Sorry, Divine Syndicate. So let's head to. Wow, it's lagging here. Yeah, this place has a little bit more rendering than other places. So it's kind of lagging. Okay.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock.
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance, do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcome you are. To introduce myself I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
Okay. Something tells me they'll not hit it off. Tattoos seem more like triad tattoos actually. I don't believe they will have it. Oh, something in this. Hmm.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the Divine Scholastic Syndicate for Vegetation Veneration and Meditation. You may say, the Divine Syndicate, glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
Okay. Shit. I don't. Some game I could probably lose.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our lord, our god king?
Um, Trevor, yes.
Our god king's name is Triwan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
Okay. And
We visited Kew Gardens, and we found your symbols on their flower pots.
Coincidence, I am thinking. They would scavenge our refuse. It would not surprise me.
It was merely an observation.